Hey guys, Yxlarb here, and I'm back with Sonic Adventure DX. In this episode, we're going to start off with Big the Cat, the very first episode of his story. In the last episode, we obviously finished the Amy story. We're really coming down to a close, and the big story is just as short, if not shorter than Amy's story, so don't expect too much from this. But actually, let's just jump right into the action. Let's not even wait. Let's just go.
Hold on, Froggy. I'm coming. What? Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy. What's up with the tail? Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm! Come back here! What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends for years. Doggy! Wait up! Oh dear. Yoo-hoo, Froggy! Come out wherever you are! Oh man, where could that Pollywog pal be anyway?
Alright, and they just throw us in. Now, first of all, we're about the same size as people, if not big. Well, we're definitely bigger. I mean, I meant in terms of height. Now, let's go over Big for a little bit. He is the slowest, by far, character. As you can see, this is his full speed. Let's talk to Sonic and Tails here. No, don't fish foil. Talk to them. Due to the fact that he's so big, it can be kind of hard to find the hitbox.
We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds.
Fair enough. Alright, we'll just leave them be. Now, yeah, so aside from being slow, we're not very good in combat. Now, you heard me mention the hitbox just now when talking to people. It's just as bad when you're fighting enemies. So this is your only move. You press B and you hit them with this. Your fishing rod. Yep, and that's it. You have no double jump of any kind. You just jump, not really high or anything like that. But as you saw there in the cutscene, Froggy, which is our friend, our only friend, I'm assuming, just ate a Chaos Emerald that we had in our possession, which is the 7th and last unaccounted for Chaos Emerald that we haven't seen in any other story up until now. So that's how Eggman ends up getting that 6th one, as you've seen in the other stories. And also we saw that there was an upgrade under Big's bed there in the Mystic Ruins Forest. Pretty obvious that it's there. We'll get that soon though. We got this here though. Lure Power Up. Use this to catch bigger fish. So that kind of gives you an idea of what's going to be going on. There's 4 lure upgrades like that around the game. They're not really major upgrades, as you saw there. I mean, they're not. You're not given an explanation by Tikal or anything. So whatever. But I will be showing them all, as always. And these do make your life a little bit easier, so don't worry, they're not worthless.
There's a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Technically, we were already in the sewers, but there's another area, which I'm sure you guys know about. Now I'm actually waiting for Tikal to come back, because there's... Whoa, okay, I've never seen like a 3-car pileup like that before. But you see this? You can't just walk into it as big. You have to physically jump, even though you can clearly touch her with your whole face. Your whole face and your ears. So, Big is widely regarded as the worst character in this game.
There you are. Wait, don't run away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
And he's regarded as such for a variety of reasons. A lot of people don't like his voice or his character development, if you can conclude that there is any. They don't like his gameplay or his types or his mode type that you play as throughout his story and all his stages. And yeah, I don't really find anything wrong with his personality. I think it's kind of entertaining at times. I can see how it could be considered annoying, but I mean, whatever, you know. As you guys know, I just like this game in general. Now, Big is actually strong enough to lift up this car. How convenient is that? Oh, okay, come on. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Oh, duh, wrong way. Totally forgot there's 2 ways to go down here. You never have to go down this route with anyone else, so. Yeah. Yeah. Jump. This elevator that we barely fit in. Okay, it's having some clear issues. Come on. Now that door is that's actually the only time you can actually go through that door. I mean, if you ever try to with another character, it doesn't really work out too well for you. But we're actually going to go to our first stage now, which is, in case you haven't guessed it yet, Twinkle Park. Okay, that was really awkward. Now, you can do the Twinkle Circuit just like you can with, you know, several other characters, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump into Twinkle Park, our first stage. Alright, we have to fish for Froggy and catch him. It's that simple. We're blocked off in almost every regard. We can't go that way, and we can't go around that way. I'm kind of glad they don't make you walk through the entire level to get to this point, and you just start here, but let me show you what's going on here. So first of all, with enemies, check this out. Okay, I didn't have that much trouble there, but I'm going to prove to you that I will have trouble defeating enemies with this fishing rod. Okay, apparently I've mastered it, but... Okay, never mind then. I guess the hitbox is okay once you get used to it, okay? Anyway, there's just, you know, a few rings around and all that, but as you can see, our whole HUD is different than the rest of the characters. And we've got weight up there in grams. And we've got rings and then lives. It's very simple. There's no timer or anything. Now we've got the water here. You can go in the water. In this water, Froggy resides, along with other fish. I'm trying to actually find Froggy. There he is. Nope, it's just a green fish. There's Froggy up here, see? So we want to catch him with our fishing rod, of course. And that lure upgrade that we got is going to make it easier to catch bigger fish, because you will sometimes encounter fish that are bigger, and they'll be really difficult to catch, and they can actually rip off your fishing lure. And that's, besides, you know, enemies defeating you, that's another way to get a live lost or a game over. So actually, the mechanic's very simple. You hold B, and you can choose where your fishing lure goes. This is the furthest you can go, and you have to stand on land to do this. You cannot be in the water to do this. So just basically throw it in there, and you can let it sink. Now you can shake around your control stick to move it in several directions. I find holding it to the right moves it left, and holding it left moves it right. I don't really understand. But then we've got down at the bottom of the screen there, you can see how much tension there is on the rod. That bar there, the blue bar. If it fills up all the way, your fishing lure will be ripped off. If you hold A, you'll pull back your reel very quickly. If you hold B, you'll pull it back slowly. And I'll actually test it on this fish here. So now here we go. Now you don't want to go all the way up. You don't want that bar to fill up all the way. And now you can also move the control stick at the same time to wiggle the line to make it difficult for the fish to run away. Basically, once the line gets 3 meters away from you, you're solid. Here we go. We're doing good right now. I'm gonna try not to die. You don't really die. Come on. And now holding B makes it takes longer to obtain the fish, but it makes it harder to lose your lure. So there we go, 900 grams. And this isn't really all that relevant during story mode, but during your mission mode, you'll be required to catch really big fish, weighing 1,500 or even 2,000 grams, which is a ton, as you guys know. And yeah, that can be a big pain in the ass. But we're not even going to deal with that right now. We're just going to find Froggy and fish for him. Now, if you guys remember, I mentioned that I had never beaten Big Story before my practice run of this game. And I've known how to now for a long time. And I've also beaten the whole game as a whole. But I've only done that on an account that already had the Big Story completed. So technically that wasn't me completing it fully. But there's a big reason why. So as you saw when I caught that fish, all you have to do is get the lure near them, and then they attach themselves onto it, very easy, and then you start reeling them in. Now some fish, and Froggy's included in this group, you have to press down, you have to push down with the control stick, and I mean downward motion, not push in like a button, in order to hook them on. So as soon as they get near the lure and they grab onto it, you have to press down to actually begin fishing them. And that might, I mean, that really doesn't sound obvious to me. I mean, it was definitely not made. Okay, I don't want to catch this fish. If you don't want to catch the fish, just hold A. And actually, I think you can press no. I thought there was a button you could press to automatically bring it back, but what button is that? I know there's a button for that. No? Maybe not. I don't know. Just going crazy, I guess. But anyway, so I'm actually going to show you how I thought you were supposed to catch Froggy. And I mean, you can't really blame me for thinking this way. I never thought to press down on the control stick because, okay, there's Froggy. Now you're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna attract him, and now he's coming for it. So see, he grabs onto it and then he lets go immediately. And at no point does a to call hint or anything tell you that you need to press down on the control stick to be able to catch Froggy or bigger fish, like, you know, 1,500, 2,000 gram fish. So you can see why I was frustrated as a kid. I mean, I got this game, what was I, like 11, 12 years old? I had no idea how to beat this. I mean, I even went back to it during my practice run, I still didn't even really know how to do it. I was like, what the heck? Because I just forgot you had to press down. But once you have that, it's pretty simple. What I recommend doing for Froggy specifically is sometimes he'll go into these weird motions where he'll just be running away completely. Don't press A during that time, because the more you resist at the same time as he resists, the easier you'll lose. So I just recommend shaking the control stick and holding B, and then letting go if it gets, you know, too red. You also hear a kind of like beeping, weird noise when you start getting too close to the top. I'll try to make it happen, but that. So, and then when you feel him start to kind of let go and the bar gets kind of low, what I recommend doing at that point is holding A to make him reel in faster, because it'll just be the best time to do so. Like right there. But not for too long. You know, as you can see, that meter is marked by yellow and orange bars on the side. I recommend not allowing it to go more than halfway up that third bar from the top, the yellow one. I'm past it right now, right about here. Oh wow, that was a really close one. Actually, I have a really hard time catching it, but that lure upgrade we got makes it easier to catch Froggy and other fish, and makes it possible to catch bigger fish as well. And the only way that really benefits you during the story mode is that you don't have to worry about losing your lure to the fish. Although it might be faster to just restart the level or go back to a checkpoint or something, because it's a big pain. You don't want to sit there forever catching a bigger fish, especially if you don't have to. Just go after Froggy. Just go in the water, find Froggy, and then do this. Nice and easy. Come on, you can do this. Now, I just said this a little bit ago, but I actually cannot confirm or deny this specifically. I have no proof. But I said that having a better lure makes it easier to fish. I actually don't know if that's true. I know for a fact it makes it possible to catch bigger fish, but I don't know if it makes it easier to catch the smaller fish, actually. So, basically, once you get into 3 meters, that's close enough, the game says. Like, whatever. Because basically, 3 meters is the distance between us and the water, so that makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, God. Sometimes you can get greedy and hold B or A for too long and just make yourself lose. Just be cautious. You know, sure, it'll take more time. Like, look at that, almost 8 minutes. Longer than any Amy stage. But, whatever. So that's basically the gimmick for Big. I hope you guys like it.
Not too bad.
Most people don't, so don't feel bad about not liking it. I am included in that group.
Welcome to
Alright, there we go. Pretty simple. So, we got Froggy, but apparently we don't have him in our possession. But actually, before we move on, I think I'm just going to end it off right here. As you see, his stages can take a bit of time, so I definitely don't want to jump into another one. Don't worry, we have more stages than Amy does, though. Oh yeah, we don't have just 3, we have more than that. But, obviously, we'll get into that in the next part. You can actually end the video right here if you don't care about my following announcement, but basically it has to do with Christmas break from college. As you guys know, or should know, I hope, Bosniancheese and I attend the same university, and our home that we came from to come here is about 6 hours away. I have an apartment here, though, and I live here full time. He doesn't. He lives on campus, and he's not allowed to stay here during the break. So he's going to be gone until January 13th. I already made notes about this on Facebook, but it's very important for Sonic Adventure in particular, so I want to make it clear here. This will be the last story I record before Christmas vacation. And the reason why that's important is because I won't have the equipment, I won't have my HD PVR2 or my microphone during that time, because Bosniancheese is going to take them for himself back home so he can record a solo project of his, or get, you know, a really good head start on it. That walkthrough will take the place of this one when this one is done. But obviously, we can't both have the equipment. However, I'm going to be going on vacation for 2 weeks as of December 19th, so I wouldn't have time to record anyway. So it was better for him to have it than for me to have it and not be able to do anything with it. So January 1st, I'm going to be leaving my Boise. Boise is my old home, which is where Bosniancheese will be until the 13th of January. But instead of waiting until the 13th, I decided to take the equipment back with me at that time so I can, you know, finish up Sonic Adventure DX and just get it out to you guys at that point. I was originally planning on finishing it all before I went on vacation. Unfortunately, I have a lot of papers and projects and things to do for finals, so I really don't have the time to do that. And besides pointing out that I'm pretty sure Big's belt buckle there is an actual ring that you collect. That's a pretty cool detail. I don't know if it was meant to be that, but it looks like it. I'm going to end it off here. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next Big episode, and I hope my Christmas break plans and Bosniancheeses don't affect you guys too much. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.